instead of being annoyed or being even jealous, you can ask yourself the question, what are these blowhards doing different from the way you do it? When I asked myself that question, the answer was very simple. Blowhards, the episode subject of today. Blowhards for me, they helped me realizing how important positioning myself is. They helped me realizing that by just being good enough, I am not going to make the steps I want to make in my career. Blowhards, they help me figuring out how I want to position myself successfully, but in my own way. And the way they did it, they did not do that, but the space I gave them, it was because constantly showing how I did not want it. Yes, the result. Yes, I do want the result. But no, the way to get to the result. No, that's not my way. I think I was around 30 years old. I had my first 5-6 years of working experience, except for the jobs, the smaller jobs I had during studying in school. And there was something that I kept on noticing. I saw people having responsibilities, so-called having responsibilities in the job description and the salary they were making, but they weren't taking responsibility. They weren't getting results. They weren't, in my eyes, they were not doing nothing, but they were in that position. And it was annoying me so much. How is it possible that if you do not deliver, you were able to get that position with a salary involved, of course, also? And at first, I was like convinced I was able to do a better job. And it was my ego, my being young, myself not being experienced yet. But when years and years passed by, I realized I got more and more experienced. I grew. And still I saw people. I saw blowhards getting those positions, those opportunities that I wanted to have for myself. And first of all, it was annoying. I was irritated. But second, it made me jealous. I said, how is it possible that I'm working so hard? I'm trying my best to learn, to be good, to do whatever it takes to get there. And then somebody else with less experience, less result, and in my belief, taking less responsibility, was getting those positions. And at a certain point, I realized, okay, Suus, when I talk to myself, I call myself Suus. I said, okay, what's going on in here? What's going on? Because you want something very badly. You're very ambitious. You want to grow. You want to go for next steps. You want to grow also in your salary. And other people with a big mouth, less experience, less results, they are getting the chances that you want to get. So maybe instead of being annoyed or being even jealous, you can ask yourself the question, what are these blowhards doing different from the way you do it? And when I asked myself that question, the answer was very simple. Very simple. They positioned themselves. They did it in a way that would not be my way, but they did it. They succeeded. They were getting results. So there I found my answer. Okay, probably being good is not enough. Being excellent in your work is not even enough. When I want to get the chances, get the money, get the opportunities, make next steps in my career, apparently I also have to position myself, make myself visible have my voice heard, share results that I'm achieving. And I was. And then I realized, okay, if then just being good is not enough, I also need to talk about it. I also need to position myself. If a blowhard can do it, then I must be able to do it as well. So I just started. I didn't have a plan. There was no strategy, nothing. I just started. My goal was to also be able to position myself with success, with growth. And while I was doing it, I realized at a certain point that I started to look a bit like a blower, because my goal was to position myself. My goal was to make myself visible. My goal was that I was being seen by people. And to me, at a certain point, was like, okay, but isn't this exactly what a blowhard does? Maybe not exactly the way I do it, but I don't think this was the plan. This was the idea. So I went back to the drawing table and I thought, oh, I know what I want to become. I want to become a top saleswoman. I want to be very successful in sales. So what if being a top saleswoman is my goal and positioning myself is a way to achieve my goal? What happens then? And I remember I just moved to a new company in the Netherlands, 3,500 people. And as usual, when I started that job, I was, of course, doing my very best to explore the company, to get to know my customers, to get to know my people, to see different departments. People get to know me, and I added things. I added one thing, and I shared with people. I shared my vision. I shared my results. I shared my approach, and that's what I did. And I was there not even 6 months. And I was called in my manager's office. And he told me, Susan, you're only here 6 months, but you're with the top 10 best salespeople already. We would love to reward you with a pay rise. And yeah, to me it was like, yeah, see, I cannot be ignored anymore. I cannot be ignored anymore. So that's how it works. So that's how it works. And again, positioning yourself is never a goal on its own. It's always a way to achieve your goals, to implement your vision, to motivate people to join your vision or to share also your vision. That's what it is. And yeah, if you are familiar with getting annoyed by blowhards, the way they talk, what they say or what they don't say, but they do claim a lot of time on the meeting table. If you recognize that irritation, that energy leak that I've experienced also myself a lot. I was even jealous. I'm not a jealous type of person, but I was freaking jealous. If you recognize only a single bit, please realize that they do something that you probably also want to achieve, that you want for yourself, not the way they do it, but your own way. And then it's like episode 2 days ago, episode 20. Instead of letting your energy go down the drain by a blowhard, realize yourself that it's not a blowhard. It's you. It's you who give away you give away your own power once you are annoyed by a person or a situation. And once you shift that and ask yourself the question, okay, lady, what is it that I want? What is it that I want, and how am I going to get there? Then you shift your focus on what you do want, and it's so much more joyful. it's so much more impactful. Your results will be mind blowing. Enjoy. Thank you for listening.